Stern faces all round.
Thank you for seeing me.
Thank you for seeing me, the American Vice President said. At one stage, the meeting didn't seem at all certain. But the bravado from both sides may have been what got them round this table. And for around 5 hours, they thrashed out an agreement that both could claim as victory.
And Vice President of the United States, Mike Pence.
By this time, the US President was already delightedly tweeting about how his tough love had got the deal done.
I'm proud to report, thanks to the strong leadership of President Donald Trump and the strong relationship between President Erdogan and Turkey and the United States of America, that today the United States and Turkey have agreed to a ceasefire in Syria.
The agreement means the fighting, which was going on hours before the announcement, will be halted for 120 hours, whilst the Kurdish YPG forces pull back about 20 miles from the Turkish border, just what the Turkish president had demanded. It's no ceasefire, their foreign minister insisted, but a pause, and down to their strong negotiator.
In today's negotiations, thanks to the skilled leadership of our president, we've taken what we wanted.
Talking to Sky News this week, the Turkish conditions were laid out bare again by the Vice President.
This is the buffer zone throughout our borders.
And they got it. The next stage will be moving refugees in there. The pause in fighting was said by the Americans to have been welcomed by the Kurdish forces. In reality, as they try to cope with their wounded, they'll feel this gives the Turks exactly what they sought to achieve with their military operation in the first place. And the man who they believe betrayed them was claiming credit for it.
You would have lost millions and millions of lives. They couldn't get it without a little rough love, as I called it, I just put out. They needed a little bit of that at the beginning.
That rough love probably referred to US sanctions, which the Turkish insisted wouldn't make any difference anyway, and which will now be lifted. But Syrian regime forces are also now in the area, alongside Russian soldiers, and there's the Islamic State presence. This agreement leaves so many questions unanswered, and the Kurds almost certainly feeling they've been betrayed a second time by their former partners. Alex Crawford, Sky News in Turkey.